As you saw in the previous episode, Effect Monsters really allowed Yu-Gi-Oh! To open up as a game, providing a depth of new strategy and interesting decision-making for the fledgling new card game. On July 8th, 1999, a game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 2 Dark Duel Stories was released, and bundled with it were some of the very first promotional cards. Each copy of the game randomly included 3 cards out of a possible 10. Since this is 1999, card availability wasn't nearly as ubiquitous as it is today, so getting your hands on these specific cards was actually quite difficult. However, what a better way to sell their new video game than to include some broken power crept cards such as Kunai with Chain, Harpy's Feather Duster, and I'm not kidding, Crush Card Virus. Yes, Crush Card Virus was legal in the OCG only 5 months into Yu-Gi-Oh's lifespan. And it was not good. There wasn't enough good dark monsters with under 1,000 attack to fulfill the condition to activate Crush Card upon release, so as powerful as the card is, it saw virtually no play. Conversely, Kunai with Chain and Harpy's Feather Duster were instant staples if you were lucky enough to get your hands on them. Kunai with Chain boosted a monster's attack by 500 and could be used to turn an opponent's attacking monster to defense position. This made it the best equipped card at the time, essentially phasing out the old equipment beat cards like Elf's Light and Invigoration because it could be equipped to any monster regardless of attribute. Harpy's Feather Duster was interesting because it was a way to dispose of opposing back row before committing to your better threats. However, the main back row cards were Trap Hole, which was on the limited list, and funny enough, Kunai with Chain, which most people didn't have since it was randomly distributed through a video game. Now you might be thinking, well, Simo, what about Swords of Revealing Light? Well, believe it or not, in the OCG, you couldn't use Harpy's Feather Duster on Swords because the initial version of the card went to the graveyard after activation, even though the effect were still active. Although this was changed only a month later so that Swords had to remain on the field and Harpy's Feather Duster could in fact dispose of it. Dark Duel Stories was bundled with yet another mysterious card, Right Arm of the Forbidden One. What could these cards mean? Only a week later on July 17th was Booster 3 released and brought with it a few new powerful cards. 2 more 1600 attackers joined the front lines in the form of Beautiful Headhuntress and Great White. Furthermore, the Trap card Reinforcements was released, giving a monster a 500 attack point boost until the end of the turn. Those old equipped cards were quickly getting power crept by new cards that didn't care about any specific attributes of a card. There was also the release of Ultimate Offering, but we'll save that for another episode. Man, I still cannot believe that Kunai with Chain, Harpy's Feather Duster, and Crush Card Virus were all released together in the same pack, and of those cards, Feather Duster and Kunai with Chain are the most playable. Now, granted, Crush Card didn't have many targets at the time, so it's kind of understandable, and not also, like, what else are you really gonna hit with it? So, like, yes, it's powerful, but if you don't have many things to tribute off for it, then it's not gonna be that great. I just can't believe it was released so early on in the OCG's history. In any case, though, Kunai with Chain actually being a trap card that equips and gives a monster 500 pretty much invalidates the old equipment beat strategies because, yeah, you could still play like with your Invigorations and your Elf's Light, but why would you want to play with those when you can play with a reactive version of that card that can equip to anything that isn't attribute specific, but also can be used as a battle trick to put your opponent's monster to defense and give your monster a boost. Like, this is just the best equipped card for the time, and so why would you play equipment beat when you can sort of just play like a good stuff deck? And not to mention, now that the base stat line after this set is at 1600 attack, Rogue Doll was the only monster with the stat line before, but with the new set, Beautiful Headhuntress and Joseph are in this set, and so as a result of that, we're now able to have our Kunai with Chain or our new copies of Reinforcements put our monsters to 2100 attack, meaning they can actually hit over the 2k walls like Giant Soldier of Stone, and now all of a sudden, these 2k walls are looking worse and worse as sets go on, where before, these were some of the titans of the time, but now they can just be dealt with rather easily. Maneater Bug is sort of the only good flip monster now because Skull Angel's fine, but Hane Hane, what's Hane Hane gonna do if you're not even playing tribute monsters anymore, right? Everything just bounce back to the hand can just be re-normal summon. There isn't really much of a loss outside of like potentially tempo, so maybe you would see something like this around this time. But I think now, just because there's so many powerful boosting stat type of effects, that you just want to play the best monsters you have at your disposal, and you get something similar to the deck that you see here before you. Harpy's Feather Duster also has an interesting role too, because Swords of Revealing Light being one of the most problematic cards in the game, Harpy's Feather Duster is a way that we can actually sort of not only deal with that, but also kunai with Chain. We can preemptively force out cards like Reinforcement or Trap Hole, and now it actually punishes setting cards face down as a bluff. Let's say you just want to set Stop Defense to make your opponent think it's Trap Hole. Well, now Feather Duster can deal with that, and that may be a good thing because now your opponent's Feather Duster is gone, but you're also losing your card in the process, where before, there wasn't really much downside to setting cards face down outside of like, what, remove Trap or something to that effect. But for the most part, we're just playing good stuff, and the good stuff keeps coming. So let's see how this episode plays out. Let's not make you wait any longer, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to duel. Well, Joseph, I mean, last episode we got effect monsters. Now we're actually getting like some more spells and traps and higher attack statted monsters. Like, I think Yu-Gi-Oh's in a good place right now. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. We played Yu-Gi-Oh last time. I'm ready to play it again.
Let's go ahead and roll the die. I don't know if you're picking anything other than paper, but this time I did roll a 5.
It's crazy. I rolled a paper again. I just
weird. You know, what are the chances? What are the chances? I still think going second's right. That extra card actually does, and the battle phase especially, I think still seem to matter quite a bit. Best of luck, buddy. I swear to God, if you sack me like last time, I'm probably gonna quit.
I think I'm just chilling.
Okay. I'll draw. I'll be sacking you because I got Pot of Greed.
Oh.
And let's just get in, huh? Let's go for Beautiful Headhuntress.
Yeah.
She has decapitated numerous enemy monsters, and she'll be decapitating you.
Yeah.
Second main, I'm just gonna throw one down. Go ahead.
You know, Alex, I think it's kind of crazy they put me in the game. I summoned Great White. Thoughts?
You're good.
All right, I didn't want to have to deal with Trap Hole, so we'll fissure afterwards. Take 16.
I'll take 16.
Hey, do you like Weezer? All right, go ahead.
I'll draw, stand by main. I am going to... I don't like any of these options. I'm going to throw one down and pass.
Sure. I'll just keep the pressure going, buddy. I got to say, this M&M guy is crazy.
It's a man-eater bug. We'll take out the Headhuntress.
No!
We got to keep you around. We can't kill you yet.
Go ahead.
Have you had any mayo today, by the way?
Uh-oh. Wait. Buddy, let's talk about this.
You know what? You're looking pretty lonely out there. Why don't I join you?
Oh, okay, sure.
We'll attack.
I just opened a whole thing of yogurt. Dog. Oh, yeah.
Sir, on damage, I'm going to kunai with you.
Okay. Would you like to switch my guided defense?
I'm good. It's only when you attack, by the way. This card's not that good. I will just pass. Go ahead.
I guess I'll Dark Hole here. I don't really want to.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah.
Okay. I've just seen the same guys over and over again.
We will... Okay, I'm going to bring out the Rogue Doll.
I'm going to Trap Hole here.
Sure. I'm going to activate Swords.
I might as well be playing face up. All right, okay.
Another back row.
Yep.
All right, I'll draw.
Yep.
Let's go Beautiful Headhuntress. I missed you so much, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and reborn you from graveyard.
Oh, my God. You picked
mine
too. No, come on. Oh, I'm getting ousted.
32.
What, 32? Jesus Christ.
And then I'll set one. Go ahead.
Oh, and he sets one too.
This Swords is on turn 1, by the way.
You know what? I'm gonna get back to Great White too. I'm on like a cottage cheese kick right now. I'm getting really
disgusting.
into it. Cottage cheese is great.
Right.
Come on.
Oh my God. Main one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna Fisher your guy.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna try for game here. I don't think you can beat this, even with a kunai.
I can't. It is kunai. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. All right. Finally.
Okay, these have gotten really explosive. I gotta just say, I'm a little upset about how you're treating my white brethren.
How do people watch this show?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's been how many years? Like 4? It's kind of crazy. All right. Good luck, buddy. I'll pause.
Oh, come on.
I will set 1 and pass.
All right.
Wish it was more flashy.
Okay. All right. I'm on a pot of green too.
Oh, no. I don't know how pot lasted more than 1 set. Like, that's it's just wild to me.
Oh, thank God I found my win condition. Woo! You know, I've been getting really into Logic recently. He's like really great. Let's see what we got here.
Firing shots, buddy. Well, take this, my soldier of stone.
Yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
You know what, buddy? I'll join you.
Yeah!
Let's
No! Stop!
I'm gonna get it for 29. You know what? I don't care.
This is very aggressive. What did
What
I
are
ever
you
do
gonna
to
do
you?
about it?
I'm probably gonna summon another white and say some shit about Ben Shapiro. I don't know. I don't really have much going for. You're not setting anything. I could do whatever I want. I'm gonna pot of greed again. Take that.
Sure.
Ooh. And now I'm going to treat you to the dark hole. Get these guys out of here.
I was hoping you just wouldn't have it, but, you know, here we are.
All right, let's summon the rogue doll and get in for 16. You know what's crazy? I feel like having more 1600 attack monsters has made the format worse. Like, I'm just like...
Which is weird, right?
There's never any comparison. It's just like, yeah, it just trades for the other guy.
Yeah, I'll set and pass. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm dumb as hell. Get in there.
Sure, it's Maid Eater. Take it out.
Okay. Go
Got another
ahead.
1600? Oh, you're setting this time. I'll swords. Let's see what you're up to.
Ah, I was like, well, the punish is...
Yes, the Maid Eater! Oh, we're so good. Headhuntress, attack!
God, this is disastrous.
So, I've always liked Headhuntress's artwork. I don't know why.
She's
Maybe it's the
cute.
giant sword. There's just something about it that's just like... Maybe it's the blues.
She's beautiful.
There's always something I liked about this card's art.
Here you go. This one
All
is
right,
not
turn
good.
1 on swords. Can I clear a 1600 or a 2K defender? Probably not, but we're going to try anyway. Attack!
All right, it's just Man-Eater. I'll just get the rope.
Oh, okay, sure. I will set 1. Go ahead. Also,
okay.
I think that swords is on turn 2.
It is. What do I do here? Well, I will summon a rogue doll. Oh, thank God. Okay, am I dead? If you were a Gekimi, I am dead. Is there anything I can do about that? There is not. Go ahead.
Okay, swords expires. I'll draw. Oh, now you might be dead. We're dead before that, I'll say that. Let's go Harpy's Feather Duster, the back row.
No! All right, I will reinforcements my rogue doll.
That is actually fucking annoying, because now I don't think I can kill you. Against my better judgment, I'm going to do this. Normal soldier.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna bring you out of the graveyard.
Whoa! No, come on!
We're gonna attack. I'm gonna kunai to match you. So we trade, and then I'm gonna do 29. I'm gonna put you on 200. I can assuredly beat you with you being at 200. I don't care what you have.
Okay, I do have some stuff. If I'm the Great White, then I know my #1 fear in the world is a bunch of beautiful women coming to kill me. So let's get that train rolling. We're going to go Headhuntress, and we're going to bring back your Headhuntress.
Perfect.
And then we're going to go Combat. We'll crash with the white, get over for 3.
Okay.
And then we did draw swords. Go
Oh
ahead.
my God, he drew the swords. That is actually maybe my downfall. Go ahead.
And the women keep coming. Bada
I'll
bing.
trap hold that.
Yeah,
I
That's fine.
gotta stop this.
You got to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I have to stop the women. Yeah. Swords is on turn 1. Destroyed. Go. Turn 2 on swords.
More women. More
Oh
women.
Sure. I'm dead next turn. 200 life. I can't beat 200 life. You have not run through a single Fisher, which is very annoying.
No, I have not.
Your dark hole is gone. You've ran through Run Reborn as well. You know, the problem with this format is that everything has 1600.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yep.
I think I have to do this to survive. I actually don't think I want to... It's weird. I kind of want to go for Stone Soldier, but the problem is if you have Fisher, Stone Soldier just dies instantly. But I guess if I bring back any 1600, it's like the same thing, because you just pick what you take out with the Fisher regardless. So I actually think I take the Soldier regardless of what you have, because you can kill it off anyway. So,
All right, I've got something that might actually change the math on this. Stop defense here, soldier.
yep. Okay.
I think you're not dead, though.
All right, we survived.
We got another 1600 attack point monster. I'm going to crash the dolls in. We're going to keep the Huntress around. She's pretty. I don't know what to say.
It was like 3 and 16 for 19
This has gotten
total.
so close. I'm going to set one.
I literally don't know what I can... I need a top deck like Pot of Greed into Swords or Board Wipe.
Swords would do it, yeah.
Go.
That's horrifying because if that is a soldier, I die.
Interesting.
There's 2 soldiers in grave.
There's 2 soldiers. What are the chances, Joseph?
Yeah, I'm going to go for it. We'll go combat. You know what, actually? I'm even going to overcommit. This is the last turn of the game either way.
Fuck. I'm like, don't have a monster, too. I could have stopped 1. You normal summoning the fucking soldier won it.
That's what you get for going against women.
I knew that wasn't the right play. I'm like, surely I will be able to deal 200 points of damage in this format, but apparently that was too tall of an ask. I shouldn't have done it. I should have just kept things the way they were. All right, you go first.
Oh, come on, man. I did. Okay, well, we did draw Pot of Greed. I'm out here moaning and whining. I have Pot of Greed in the opener.
No.
Oh, the Pot of Greed.
Poor me. I drew the poor Pot of Greed. All right.
True.
Stand by, main.
Yeah.
Let's go set. Over to you. I liked your play so much.
I am just like so greedy.
Soldier.
Well, it worked out. I don't really have anything else to do, unfortunately. I guess I could. Is a normal giant soldier. How do you feel about this?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Bada bing, bada boom.
I'm gonna take 1750 here.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It's a lot.
Is it? I feel like maybe it's not.
All right. You're feeling pretty confident.
Nope.
Let's go. Wise Trap Hole at 1. I feel like they'd be better if it was at 3, because at least I can expect it. What else could it be? Like Kunai with Chain, Reinforcements. There's a million things. I'm going to go for Headhuntress. Go into the Maneater Bug.
I'm taking what here? 1150?
1150.
Yeah.
Second main, I'm just going to set 1 and pass.
Fissure your Headhuntress. Whew. Feather Duster.
Yep.
Oh, those are 2 pretty good ones, buddy. All right, let's the little soldier who could. You know what? Actually, let me put the freaking screws on you, Lois. Bring me back that woman.
Sure.
Get in there too.
16 in addition to that.
Go ahead.
This is bad. This is very bad. I think I'm gonna have to swords here.
No, I was like,
and set and pass.
Wait for the swords.
Oh, it's like, and then second Feather Duster. You know, because it's at 3 for some reason. Guess I will keep setting. Go ahead. Turn 2. I'm going to flip to pop this. I'm going to Fissure the Stone Soldier.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm just going to go for damage. Fuck it.
1650. You got it.
I'm protected by the swords. Go ahead.
But how will you defeat my swords? Go ahead.
That's fair. My swords is gone. I'll draw. Well, I guess I will put these guys sideways and hope for the best. Go ahead. Turn 1 on your swords.
All right. Don't worry. It's not going to last much longer. I will kill you. I activate Raigeki.
Shit.
And it's time for the white, baby! Woo! He's out here once again. Oh, my God. Have you considered joining the debate club? We're going to go Monster Reborn. I'm going to bring back
reinforcements.
Your beautiful Headhuntress. And what do you know? Bada bing, bada boom. I got all these pump spells in the back row. Oh,
I should have dropped the swords. I was like, I can survive 1 turn, right? Surely. I wanted to wait just 1 turn to fire this, but apparently that was too greedy. You got it, buddy.
Oh my God. I can't believe we won that one. That was, whoa.
That's crazy. I was loaded
ready.
too. Like,
you were ready.
I had plenty of stuff to deal with it, but man, that sucks. Yeah, so with the introduction of the Great White and the Great White Woman, clearly, somehow, I kind of agree with what you said earlier in this episode, that this somehow made the episode, or the duels, I should say, like, almost slightly worse. It's just worse in the sense that it feels like the games were so much more aggressive. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I feel like blowouts are more likely to happen in, like, instances like this, right? Just because the damage potential is so high. But it is interesting to see how you remove all the tribute summons, like the Curse of Dragons, the Blue Eyes White Dragons, all that stuff, and then you have all these pump spells that that this is sort of just like the better equipment beat deck that we saw a few episodes ago, because now the equip cards aren't attribute conditional and they're traps, so your opponent doesn't like see them coming in addition to that. Yeah, it's just sort of interesting to see how like a couple of 1600s and then like 1 or 2 battle traps all of a sudden radically shifts the way we play compared to last episode.
No, it is like when we were under Junior Journey rules, like Regeki into Reborn Blue Eyes was so backbreaking and so frustrating because you could get killed from like 6,000. But those middle episodes where we were playing by the advanced rule set and the best thing you could do is like normal summon Sun Redbird, it's like, well, hold up. Now you can play a little more interestingly. You know, you don't have to fear death at every possible moment. You can use your life points as a resource. But now you can get killed from 6,000 again. So
yeah,
like this hand did
it's
something
funny.
like I think like 5,700 points of damage. And it's
That's
like, oh,
crazy.
cool, fun, like awesome. Raigeki kill you.
That's insane.
Epic.
Yeah.
Kunai's a step in the right direction, like a defensive trap that isn't as much of a blowout as Trap Hole is. I still do miss the game that we played last episode.
Yeah, it felt like more of a game. And I will say it's interesting, too, that not just like some of the flip effects got pushed out of the format already, like the Hane Hane and the Skell Angel. Like, you could have played those, but I feel like they sort of just like fall in comparison to all of these other cards comparatively. But then you also have to consider the fact that Kunai with Chain of Reinforcements are in the format too. Cards like Mador and Stone Soldier get so much worse when the normal summons can just easily run these over. And with Kunai with Chain specifically, it's a permanent buff. So now all of a sudden the 2K walls are starting to look even worse and worse by the second, when like a couple episodes ago, we're like, how the fuck do we out this when a tribute summon can't even deal with it, right?
Yeah. It's interesting, to say the least, thinking about like what the attack stat has to be at for it to feel like there is some sort of back and forth. If nothing else, I'm sure next episode all of our problems will be resolved.
I'm sure. Yu-Gi-Oh! Will clearly always get better. We can only go up from here. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shao1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, Little Fadeleaf, Draconic, Dylan Rare Hunter, JW11860, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Flannel Daddy, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady, Power Rave, but without a stupidly long name that barely makes any sense and is annoying to read out loud, Cheeks McLapperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Uncle Brian of Stardust, Wonder Waffle, MBT cancelled by community soon, canceled by all committee soon, canceled by all players soon, Nicholas Carpenter, Corvain, Enraged Peacock, Daniel Howell, and Life Keeps Using Solemn Judgment on My Hopes and Dreams. Thank you all so much again